Hello guys, Sajid is here with a new video, and in today's video we will build a simple Android application by using Vue CLI, Vex, Vue Router, Ionic 4 and Capacitor. The application will be very simple. It will have two screens, the login screen and the dashboard screen. The login screen will be authenticate the user by using a simple login API. If a user enters valid username and password, then API will return a number with HTTP status code 200. Otherwise, API will return exception with status code 500. After successful login, I will save the number returned by the API and Vex store and will redirect the user to dashboard page. The dashboard page will show the number stored in the Vex. The dashboard screen will also check the number that it exists in the Vex or not. If not, it, the dashboard screen will redirect the user to login screen. This is something like a security feature. Nobody can access dashboard directly. This is a demo of our application which we will build now. This is the login screen. I enter my username and password, and I hit let me in button. The application authenticates me, and if the user and password is valid, then I will be redirected to dashboard. As you can see, I I'm read I redirected to dashboard screen, and this number is returned by the API, and I stored this number in Vex store and showing here. And this is the API I'm using. What this API does, it checks the username entered by the user that it exists in this array or not. It also verifies the password that it exists in this array or not. If username exists in allowed names array and password exists in allowed pass array, then this API returns this number. Otherwise, this error. Now let's start coding. The first thing is to create project through Vue CLI. I already installed the Vue CLI, so I don't need to install it again. I directly create the project. The command is vue create, and then I entered the name of the project. My project name is Vex Cap Demo. It is asking me about the preset, so I select the default. It will take some time, so I pause the video. The project is created. Now I change my directory and jump into my project. The next thing is, now let me jump I jump into the project first. The next thing is to install some dependencies like vue router, npm install vue router, vex, axios, ionic core, and ionic view. As you can see, all the dependencies are installed. The next step is to open this project in VS Code and import all these dependencies to our project. I click on src and I open main.js. Now I import the dependencies. First, I import Ionic, Vue Ionic from it Ionics, and then I import some CSS. Let me to grab it from it here easily. I save some time and copy it from here. This is Ionic, and let's import Vue router. Um, Now the next step is to use or register these imports. I register view.router, which is this one, and I also register view.ionic, this one, ionic view. Okay, now let's run this project. I made one mistake in my code, which is this one. And okay, so we see this error. If you Google it, no, you will find this Stack Overflow link, and it says we need to install this dependency. I close the server, clear my terminal, and paste this npm command. As you can see, the dependency is installed, so I rerun the server. I close. This is my another project, so I close it and wait for this one. Okay, this is our new project, Vexcap demo. I open this URL, and as you can see, the Vue CLI is up and running. Our next step is to create two components, login and dashboard, and then we will integrate Wix to our project.